The Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides is nearing the completion of the qualifying rounds. Hello and welcome back. Let's look at the results for the green qualifying group. The experts for the Ultimate Pool Preview won this group with the largest amount of wins of any qualifying group so far. Keeping Karlson, Elan's picks secured their spot in the semifinals by taking second place. Between the two of them, they won 95% of all the simulations. The most competitive drafts were the 10 and 15 round ones. Last year's ranks by points per game was terrible and would have been dead last each and every simulation, except for 5, which were sadly earned by CBS Fantasy. All I can say is that this performance was quite dominant. Now, were there too many weak lists in this group? We shall see in the semis. Elan's list is one half of the Keeping Karlson team and has proven to be successful, but his picks were not so different from Brian's. Can their success continue? The CBS Fantasy rankings earned them 10% of all the 10-round drafts, but after that they fell short. DobberHockey looked to do their best in the short 10-round drafts and the long 30-round drafts, but beyond that, they didn't fare very well. Another Reddit user's attempt at publishing a list. It didn't do well. I wonder if it was another machine learning or Marcel's attempt. The Hockey News has been a standard for the sport for a very long time. It was one of the first publications to produce a hockey pool guide. But being a print guide and holding on to an old methodology is keeping them from succeeding. I found this list by accident while looking for another list. They have a lot of work in front of them to do to improve, but perhaps this was an odd year due to the pandemic. For that matter, it was an odd year for every list. Dead last, no victories at all. Maybe it is a bit unfair that I don't provide more editing to the list, but that wouldn't be right. In future battles, I might leave this list and ones like it out of the competition. On the left are all the automatic semifinal qualifiers, some of them with impressive amounts of victory. On the right are the wildcards. I know from the intermediate data from the yellow group that Yahoo will be knocked off their list. The question is if McKean's and or Keeping Karlson's consensus will follow them. There was a steady decline in victories when you step away from having the first overall pick. It seemed to be evenly distributed across the first 6 selections. This grouping had the fewest amount of two-way and three-way ties. It also had a rather large gap between first and second place. There is one more qualifying group result to come. That battle is more than halfway done. You can follow the results at www.hockeypoolguideaid.blogspot.com. Take care, and thanks for watching this edition of the Battle of the Hockey Pool Guides.